Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Queenie for those who don't know me, reviewing The Circle Season 6, Episode 12. Before I get into it, please make sure to like this video, subscribe and hit the bell, and leave a comment down below. So the episode starts with Miles wanting to chat with Lauren, who coincidentally wants to talk to Miles because Jordan has been causing some friction between them.
I heard he was talking about me behind my back, and he hasn't come to me with the problem.
Wish this was a friend would talk about anime. Laughing face emoji.
I didn't even know we had so much in common. I didn't know he likes anime. I got word you've been calling me names behind my back.
She was talking about me as the shady one.
I don't think Jordan would necessarily be mad at me to say it was from Jordan.
This man, oh! I knew this man running a campaign.
That was successful and will really help my game.
Girl, you're giving away too much. Way too much. And I swear she just finished saying she's Team Jordan, but now you're throwing Jordan under the bus like, sister. I was watching, Rob has a podcast, and it was, who was reviewing it? Taryn, Puya, and Mike Bloom. And they basically were saying they think that Lauren is stuck in the OG type of playing of The Circle, the US version at least. And it was all just about friendship and rainbows and butterflies and stuff, where this season is so heavily focused on strategy that way of playing, it just isn't working. So a lot of people distrust Lauren. Not to anything bad that she's doing. She's just trying to be friendly. But girl, after you just said you were going to align with Jordan, throwing him under the bus is not the best option. And then for Jordan, he should have made sure that people weren't going to corroborate stories. Luckily for him, nobody has brought it up to Miles that Miles had been flirting with Jordan. But eventually people were going to have certain conversations, especially if they've known each other longer than they've known Jordan. Olivia and Kyle have a conversation where they solidify each other, for now, as their number ones.
Her hashtag number one is Miles, and Miles' hashtag number one is QT.
You are my number one for sure, exclamation point. I'm gonna watch out for his people too.
I'm happy that Kyle chose to lean on Olivia more than Jordan. Like I said, Jordan was bringing in good points. However, Jordan seemingly comes in alone. Whereas with Olivia kind of has Lauren. And Lauren is this girl's girl. I think Lauren is a person who's like, I'm here for the girls and the gays. But she's more with Olivia in my mind than she is with Jordan. So to side with Olivia is to inadvertently side with Lauren as well, which is more than just siding with Jordan, who seems to be on an island. The good thing for Kyle is that Olivia is also pledging her allegiance to the Tres Fuegos. She doesn't know about them as an official name, but she's saying, although you're my number one, I'm also keeping your people safe, which is music to Kyle's ears. That's all you want to hear at this point in the game. The conversation that Jordan had with Kyle earlier on, it did permeate Kyle's gameplay, and he was thinking, you're right. I am dead set in the middle, and people will choose themselves before they choose me, or they'll choose their allies before they choose me. So did Kyle's method work in getting did Jordan's method work in getting Kyle's gears turning? Yes, but it wasn't in favor of Jordan. Interesting how that worked out. Jordan says that, game respects game, and QT is somebody who he would like to see win, apparently. But he's gonna play as if he's out of the game to see if he can still get some favor from her.
I have no shot at winning, and I want us to have the best winner.
Why should I lay out any of my cards to you, Jordan, when I don't really need your help?
Other than you winning, the other person that has a shot at winning is playing emotionally.
And he's right, she is playing emotionally, but she likes me.
I swear on everything. All I want is for this to be worth it.
What is real and what is not? I'm confused. It would be great if he was being honest with me right now.
Being in this position that QT is in, I think it's very easy to start to feel invincible. And so a little bit of ego was being fed in this moment when Jordan was like, listen, my game is up. Like, it's up to you. And she was cautious. Anyways, she was cautiously banking on his vote. And I was like, girl, you should never bank on a vote from Jordan. Never. You think the man who was going toe to toe with you in that influencer circle, who threw your name unabashedly in the circle chat, who made sure that everybody knows I'm not only coming for you, I'm coming for all of your allies, is all of a sudden just going to lay down and die and hand you the game? Absolutely not. But I also think, again, Jordan, he's planting seeds and they're germinating at this point because QT, now I don't know when the shift happened for her, but QT was now starting to suspect Miles and suspect other people who could win over her, who are actually her allies. And I was like, babe, no, what's happening? What is going on? We're going to see it come to fruition later on in the actual voting. But I think this, again, is a conversation that Jordan had with someone that started to get the gears turning. So the players got messages from home. So Lauren and her sister, they sound exactly the same. And it's funny because at the beginning of the season, I was like, oh my gosh, Lauren's voice, like this has to be put on. Clearly it's not. Her sister, twin, where have you been? Like they sound the same. Jordan's boyfriend is excited to start this new life together with this money that Jordan is going to win from the show. Boyfriend, I don't know, Jordan's going to win, honey. It's not looking too good for your boy, okay? QT's mom and sister, they were so poised. I loved that about them. It was giving Madam President. Like QT's mom? Yeah, loved it. Loved it. Miles' auntie mom, she was so adorable. She was so cute. Oh, I noted that she had long purple nails. I don't know if they were like acrylic or something, but clearly Auntie's that girl. Love that for her. Brandon heard from Olivia, who's actually Claudia, and she's just as sweet as Brandon has been playing her. So that was cute to see. Kyle's wife, stunner. Stunner, wow. I see what you did there, Kyle. I see what you did there. She's gorgeous. She's gorgeous. Kyle gets really emotional because he's talking about wanting to build a family. And because he works overseas being a basketball player, he actually wants to be home all the time. And to do that, he needs to have some kind of safety blanket of money. So winning this would be very life-changing for him. I felt for him. I did. My question is, how is he going to pitch this to the people? Because he's been playing as a single man. So we don't know that you're in a relationship, let alone you're planning to have a family, let alone married and recently. So I don't know how he's going to pull on those heartstrings. We know everybody's going to do the whole, here's my sympathy story. Like, please sympathize with me and vote in my direction. Interested to see how Kyle's going to do that. And can I also ask, so this season was supposed to be like, ooh, circle of singles. What was the importance? And maybe that's why there's some confusion online on whether or not this is a dating show, because they framed it as, oh, everybody here is going to be single. Maybe they're going to be flirting. Who cares? Who cares if everybody's single? But yeah, Kyle, I would love to see how you maneuver that one. So Tres Fuegos have another chat and they're trying to get on the same page and they agree to target Jordan.
It's lights out time for Jordan.
Hashtag y'all down to ride? He actually tried to get me on his side.
Hashtag no new friends. Jordan has come for me and Miles publicly, but I know he said some things about Kyle.
And look at me trying to be a big brother and trying to help him out, and he over there trying to take me out.
Great chat. Business has been done.
Jordan's pitfall, as we know, was not forming connections and just going for these targets, trying to make big moves. In another game, I think that it works. I think in a game like Survivor, people respect the big move. People respect, you know, like this resume, this game resume. Whereas in the circle, there has to be a balance between strategy and relationships. And he let these relationships just falter on the wayside. He did not nurture any of those. I think that he had potential coming in. Kyle was keen to get to know him. Lauren was keen to get to know him. A lot of people were, but he just didn't play his hand right. And so now people are comparing notes. Earlier we had Miles and Lauren comparing notes. Now we have Miles, QT, and Kyle comparing notes, and it's not looking good for Big J. Jordan, however, is not going to be down on himself. He's going to now start a conversation with Olivia and Lauren to see if he can basically make the same pitch that he gave to Kyle.
Obviously, I want Jordan to know, like, I'm willing to hear him out.
Olivia's open. That's all I can ask for. Kyle, Miles, and QT are a trio in this game.
If you two will rate me at the top in the next ratings, I will take out Miles.
I hear what you're saying, and I agree, but do you think it will be enough?
I think voting Miles lower would be the move.
I don't know if I've got Olivia, but I've got to hope I do.
I think that, again, Jordan is making some really good points. It's just when he pushes this whole, you have to vote me high and then I will do the dirty work. I don't know how effective that is. We see later on that it actually was effective, so good for you. But me personally, would I do that? I don't think that I would. I don't think that I would be so heavy-handed to make sure that people vote me first. I would just try to make them feel good and hope that the after effect of feeling good is voting me first. You know what I'm saying? So Lauren is basically saying, hey, I'm down. You know, Lauren is down for anything. And then Olivia is trying to save face in this conversation. She's trying to give Jordan some kind of hope so that at least, you know, he would think, okay, if she's possibly going to vote me high, let me vote her high in return. Now, let's actually get to this voting, because some of these decisions, okay, let's just get into it. So we have Lauren, who put Jordan first. So Jordan's strategy is absolutely working. Jordan put Kyle first. I mean, I guess they had that agreement of you put me high, I'll put you high. I didn't think Jordan would actually do it. I thought Jordan was just bluffing, but he really did it. Kyle put Olivia first because he wanted to show his loyalty to her. Olivia put Jordan first. So that speech did work on both Olivia and Lauren. Olivia is doing it to boost up Jordan, yes, but she already knows that Jordan is most likely not going to get the influencer spot. So if she votes somebody who is less likely to get it than the people who've already been getting it, maybe she would be higher in the rankings. We find out later that that works. Good on you, Olivia, honestly. Then we have Miles, who put QT first and Kyle second. QT put Olivia first and Miles third. Now, this one confused me. Sister, what was going on? So she basically said that that gifts game showed her that maybe Miles isn't playing as emotionally as she thought, because she expected the gift from Miles. And so giving it to Olivia is more strategy. And she's like, oh, you're actually being strategic. Girl, whether or not he was being strategic, Miles was always going to vote QT first. And I do understand when you're in the circle, you see things differently. I get it. But I'm thinking, you don't think he was just being like cheeky with that? Like, when did he ever give you a reason to think that he would vote you lower? Like, you were always going to be his number one. So her putting him third, I was like, I don't know. I don't get it. And okay, so fine. Maybe you didn't want to put him at the top. Put Kyle. You put Olivia? QT at this point thinks that Olivia is very fond of her, and I think that she is, but I think that on Olivia's pecking order, there are other people who are higher ranked than QT. I mean, she doesn't know that, obviously, because they're in the circle. They don't know what's going on. Then we have Miles, who put Jordan last. Obviously, Olivia and Jordan put QT last. Ultimately, the person who got first place overall was Olivia. And this is the part where I'm thinking, was it QT's vote that really pushed Olivia over the edge? I don't know. I don't know. But then again, would QT even want to be first? Because at this point, if you've been first 3 times in a row, you're definitely not winning. You are definitely not winning. And is it better to have Olivia... Yeah, hold on now. Maybe I'm understanding QT's game move. Hold on. Is it better to have Olivia at the top after people already know that she's the nicest person? People already know she's gotten favor by a lot of the circle members from the gifts game, and now she's an influencer? Maybe that... Okay. Maybe I take back my harsh criticism. Whatever, child. So we learned that the highest ranked player is the super secret influencer. They are going to have the sole anonymous vote for who gets eliminated. If I'm going to hypothesize, I think maybe Olivia would boot out Jordan. And the reason why is, or QT. No, but because it's anonymous, I think QT could go. But anyways, what I was going to say was, I think it would be Jordan because Olivia pledged allegiance to Jordan, or at least tried to make it seem like she was, to make sure if he was at the top, she would be safe. Because he would be like, okay, so Olivia made good on her promise, right? But now that she's the influencer, she can do what she wants. And if she feels like you're not a number for her, cut you out. But that's the thing. I think Jordan would more likely be a number for her than QT would, and maybe that's why she would vote out QT. I don't know. There's a lot of permutations that could happen here. There's a lot of variables going on. I love a strategy game. I love it, man. You guys let me know who you think Olivia is going to block, and also let me know who you think is going to win the game. Not who you want to win the game, because there's a difference between who your favorite is and who you actually think is going to win based on how the show has been going. Leave that down below. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.